Hello all, this is another 3v3 recording of my team, the Twisted Threes, a group of very amateur, just for fun players, playing right now at the silver level. So I'm going to be on Ahri this game with my friends on Renek and Sion.
The twisted tree line.
Now, one of the things that we've found as we've played around with the jungle meta a little bit is which starting items to get, and it turns out, at least for Sion, the cloth armor helps to keep my friend up in the jungle pretty well. For me, the starting items have always been a little bit of a bother because Doran's rings are pretty darn good, but I don't know, I feel like it's getting a second one often sets me behind, and I don't have the talent necessary to really capitalize and get the harass and kills that Doran's ring start double one would really necessitate. So I usually start with boots and just play safe. Okay, and so I think their Olaf was just AFK for the first little bit, so that means that their jungle Fizz is now in lane without really the proper laning item. So this game, obviously, you know, not the greatest example of, like, you know, what to do and what not to do, but it's just it'll be fun just because there's a number of really fun plays that we make during the course of the game. It's just fun to watch. At some point, I will also upload some fights from a brutal loss where I had the same issue where I just wasn't able to really play for the first few minutes. Okay, so hold on, let me arrange these guys by their roles. Okay. So Olaf finally in the game, while Renek has bullied his lane partner completely out of lane. I am almost impossibly behind Leblanc in CS because it's a problem I've been working on. I need to get much better with creep score. And so, I mean, at our level, everyone is pretty terrible. So now Sion is just taking Fizz's jungle just because we have that option. Fizz goes in on Sion, which is not good for him, and then is forced to use a flash. And then I missed this time because I stopped too early. So excellent. Everything goes exactly according to our plan. Now I will go back to my lane, tail neatly tucked between my legs, for missing the first of what will be many, many missed charms. So I grab my altar. Renek is just, I mean, just dominating his lane at like 2 levels ahead of his lane. Like, that's, I mean, I don't know what Olaf expected to happen there at level 2, but... And you can see... Okay, Renek takes a little bit too much damage, and I think he's gonna have to back out. God, just, oh my god, look at that CS, it's just such fucking garbage. Like, what is wrong with me? Oh man. Now, Fizz is again out of position because, you know, his Olaf is not able to help, and we are able to converge in order to save their altar. So now, because Sion is back in their jungle, they're going to try and take their altar. They just have poor positioning and poor play because, I mean, sure, we're at the silver level, but that charm essentially secured the neck and the kill because Olaf just stood in front of him. Fizz really needed to be attacking me more often. It just didn't make a ton of sense for him to just let me stand there. Because he could have very easily killed me with a decent combo. But there's a lot of indecision on his part, which, again, there's a lot of indecision on my part when I play this game, so... Again, back to farm. Success. Still clear your camps, Fizz. Okay. They're... LeBlanc, I mean, much to my credit, I don't think I missed quite as many skill shots as their LeBlanc does. So, There is that. Hey, I managed to get that CS. That's actually not entirely embarrassing. Oh, poor Olaf. I mean, seriously, why are you even in lane at this point? You should just be double jungling and like trying to scale up. Like, Jesus. Double laning also acceptable because Olaf needs levels and he can't afford to be needless Renekton. Okay, I think we were trying to set up down on the Leblanc down bottom to see what we could do, but I probably ended up missing a charm. It's just sort of how it goes. Look at me, I'm so good at this game. I'm ahead on CS. Like, look at that. It's called talent, skill. Okay, so since we have our lanes pushed, we're gonna aggress their altar, and their Fizz just lacks the levels. I mean, if he had 6, then it would have made sense for him to throw his Fizz on the altar, but he doesn't. Olaf, I don't know what Olaf is doing here, but of course I'm gonna. Oh my God, I hit a charm! Holy shit! If I had managed to land my ignite, I think I could have gotten that. I think I throw out a wild man and charm sometimes. Okay, let's see. Missed charm in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, excellent. Okay. So now, having gained a little bit of tower damage, which I think was a decent conversion on that kill, we go back. Honestly, it's tough to tell how this game would have gone if Olaf had been in it. I still think it would have gone pretty well, simply because they're just bad at their characters, but, I mean, when you're up 30 CS on your lane partner and up 3 levels, it's tough to play through. Okay. As far as first items on Ahri, I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, it's not like I didn't know where she was going to be at the end of that jump. Ugh. Okay. I'm just harassing Ahri because one of the things, or harassing Leblanc rather, because one of the things that Ahri players don't realize is that you don't need to hit your charm in order to deal damage. That was an impeccably timed ult by Sion. That was really, really well done. I mean, that charm. I mean, if I had been on point, I would have managed to get it. So here's what needed to happen right here. Okay, so let's go back half a second. So he has dived under tower. Okay, so this is gonna happen. Okay, so this is one of those plays in retrospect that needed to happen. So okay, so he has dived under tower. He knows he's going to get this kill because he has his charge up, and then he does his like swing, and then moves out of tower range. So now Olaf is going to try and corner him, and he's super low. Like Olaf, even at 2 levels behind here, can probably deal with him. So now I brought my minions into range. And what he needs to do is just keep walking towards me because that charm would have hit if he had kept running towards me. Now, hitting Olaf is probably the worst thing he could have done in that situation. Just walking towards me would have gotten him out, but that's neither here nor there. So off of that kill, they take the altar. It's good on them. That's a power of conversion right there. And Olaf has no battle stats right now, so I mean that just makes him food for me. Assuming that I can hit a charm. One thing I like about her Q is that it gives you 2 shots to look not stupid. First chance on the way out, second chance on the way back. It turned out on Olaf, no battle stats. Can't really stand up to Renek. And you'll notice that the camera never pans back down because I missed another charge. And the game just doesn't even see it as worthy of showing it to us. Okay, I'm coming. I think he has his ult up. Sion has his ult up. Right? No, it's just a display error because of the Sion death nonsense. Good job. I mean, he's completely stationary, and I managed to miss that charm. That was pretty awesome. That was my Ignite too. I felt pretty proud about that one. Completely stationary. Yeah, I mean, Leblanc's pretty far behind. Even my shitty CS has managed to keep me above her. I don't know. Like, being 2-0-2 obviously doesn't hurt. Off of 2 kills, I thoroughly deserved because of my skill and talent with Ahri. Okay. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. Where's the pause button here? Okay, so what should we be setting up for here? That's the big question. So we have Sion and me just pushing lane. We can't see here. So we can only see Leblanc. And so my concern was that they were here or something. I'm not 100% sure why I'm back here instead of pushing lane. Okay, so what I should be doing is pushing lane and then setting up for another gank with Sion in this mid bush and us and me here and Renek there, I think. We'll see. Okay, so they try for an engage on Renekton, which in the context of how far behind they are. I mean, they also have Olaf who carries pretty well, so I think it just makes sense for them to just try and hang back, but they don't because they're burning so hard. And so what I've told my team is just to keep them engaged up top, so I can continue pushing bottom as hard as humanly possible. Because Ahri's pushing power is actually pretty impressive. So I guess that there was enough threat there. Renek wanted to sort of back them off. So this allows me to really push into the bottom power. And so now they can engage 2v2, which again forces Fizz back. And I call a turn back around on Fizz. I don't guess the correct direction for Fizz. So let's see which way should I have gone to. Okay, so they get the kill onto Olaf. And Fizz goes this way. Through the bush. I should have guessed that. I thought he would have headed back towards his base a little bit more. But I should have guessed he would have gone through the method, so I should have thrown the charm out of that. Okay. Okay, so now we have enough pressure to take their altar, and we do. Oh, we don't? Okay. Oh, because Fizz is back up. Okay, that's what I called it. That made me so mad. I think that's yes. Watch it. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Look at that. I hit that charm like a boss. Oh god. She just deals so much fucking damage. It's so completely unreasonable. True damage orb. Okay, and okay. Now we have enough pressure to take their altar. But I mean you gotta watch out for Fizz ult, so you know I stay off of the altar. Okay, now we set up for an engage. I really don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Like, who the fuck knows where I'm going at this point? Oh, I think I wanted to buy something. That might have been it. Hopefully I buy something good. Otherwise this is just gonna be idiotic. I went back for boots and amp tones. Good. Oh. Okay, and a blasting one. I'm so good at this game. Okay, now we're setting up for an engage again. I try and call for an engage on Olaf, but he's too far into the jungle already. Now Fizz is split off, so we can try and go down on him, I think. But the calls here are a little mixed. We just don't get the right position. And so his ult runs out at exactly the wrong time. His ult does absolutely nothing because he's built absolutely no AP. Okay, so now what? Now I think we just... Oh, here we go. Now we turn on Fizz. Okay, I hit that point blank charm. I can't remember exactly why I missed that, oh my god, juke a little bit that minute, like, maybe turn sideways, like, at some point, I think it's that chase. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, so this is actually kind of fun, because for some reason LeBlanc decides that, like, all this like interesting juking pattern is like getting her somewhere, and so like that didn't make a ton of sense. Anyway, so now here I come with my ult. So I decide I'm gonna try and ult into LeBlanc here, and LeBlanc actually dives back into me. Yeah, let's see if we can watch that from LeBlanc's perspective. Yeah, let's stay on her for a second. Okay, let's do that from LeBlanc's perspective, and then only her vision. So what does she see? Okay, so she doesn't see me. She sees Sion. Oh, Fizz has... That was excellent Q placement. Okay, and this charm, I think, is so fucking hilarious. Oh god. Okay. So I missed my charm, so okay. God, I mean, it's so slow, it's so late. Yeah, so that was a mistake on his part to like, bounce into us. Actually, that was fun. Okay. So let's see what happens, such that he decides it's a good idea to charge into us. Okay, so we miss everything, Okay. Where does he decide that this is the best idea? Okay, so this is where Fizz decides that jumping in so that he's lost his ability to dodge is awesome. So at this point, my ult goes off, and ult is on CD. I was trying to trigger it again on LeBlanc, and she just used her W, so I knew, oh my god, That's the money shot right there. So, and that was obviously my skill at pressing W, sealing that kill. So here's the interesting thing about this game. There are still a number of kills that we get. I don't know how or why, but we get a number of more kills here. I missed another charm. Excellent. Well done. Okay, he ults Renek in for no reason. Oh my god. That was hilarious. That auto attack is so good. God, my ult. That ult is so goddamn stupid. And then Renek is killing Joker Crimps because it's just so far ahead at this point. It just doesn't matter. I really don't understand how he walked into my charm, but that's not a human guy. We tried to see if we could bait Olaf into staying long enough for us to engage. Oh god, this plays. Okay, now we just... Oh no, I think they actually end up surrendering at some point here. Renek got so salty. God, look at him just troll. He's the worst. Okay. And I'm gonna rewind to something just because I know Sion wants me to. Okay, where is it? It is... Okay. This Sion's gonna want me to rewatch this here. So let's see what happens. Okay. So this oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so let's stay on Sion's perspective because I think he was particularly proud of this Fizz engage, and I think with good reason. So Fizz is full HP. Sion has almost no health or mana. Fizz busts his shell, uses a Bork. Sion misses his bounce, and somehow like tanks through his ult because of the shield, and then blows the shield on Fizz for the kill. Okay, so that was your moment of zen for this game. Lessons learned, don't DC at the beginning of a game. Okay.